So when we take, for example, this 17-year-old kid, he built an AI app that's now doing over $1 million per month in revenue. And when we look at what Sam Altman says, the CEO of OpenAI, he predicts that we will soon see the first person building $1 billion company, as a solopreneur. And Mark Cuban also thinks that the first trillionaire could be a single person working from a basement, not even Elon Musk. And that's literally insane. And my big promise for you today is this. By the end of this masterclass, you will have the exact blueprint for this new world of wealth creation. You will understand how to be the pilot, how to build your own AI-powered application or website without writing a single line of code. Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Christoph Wallner and I'm so excited that you're here because what we're going to cover today is most probably the single biggest shift in how wealth and value are created in our lifetime. And this is a fundamental change in the rules of the game. But to seize the opportunity, you have to understand the most fundamental shift of all. For the last decade, everyone got the advice to be specialized into something, become the best at one thing. Go deep into single skill and just working on that and become better at it and the master and expert. But this area is over. AI is now the ultimate specialist, as Sam Altman has shown. AI models are already becoming top-tier competitive programmers. And we're talking about people who are making hundreds of thousands of dollars per year, in the US, working at big, large corporates. And they can write code better than most humans. They can create marketing plans based on billions of data points, and they can do all kinds of creative work already, as we see. And the new multi-million-dollar entrepreneurs isn't the one who is a specialist anymore. No, they are the generalist pilots. And you are the pilot, the conductor, the visionary. You have the vision, and the AI is basically your team of infinite scalable specialists that execute on your commands. But to be a good pilot, of course, you need to know what to tell the machine what to do. And you need to have a holistic understanding of the entire business, from basically product to marketing to sales, operations, and everything in between. You need to see the whole picture and then connect the dots in the way AI can't do it right now, at least. You might be thinking, hey, all this sounds amazing, but I'm not the developer. I'm not the tech genius. And actually, that's the whole point of it. Because I'm also not. I'm not a developer. I can't write a single line of code. But I'm a product guy, I'm an entrepreneur. I built an amazing team and I actually achieved my dream. So in 2015, I had the opportunity to sell my company to a major corporation. I went then to work for them, eventually leading one of the biggest German tech magazines with about 40 million page impressions per month and some other smaller assets, but I was hitting a wall. I left the company, started to travel again, and then tried to build another startup. I poured really my heart and my soul into it, and not only that, I was spending hundreds of thousands of dollars into it in years, but it failed. And actually it failed for one simple painful reason, because my ideas, they were always bigger than my technical ability or my bank account. So to help you seize this new opportunity, we need to shatter the 3 big myths that are holding everyone else back. So the second secret, the idea engine. This is how you find high valuable problems that AI can solve. So before I started, I have already researched before what app we're gonna build. Basically, we take an idea from Hormozi, which he has mentioned in one of his videos. I would say we will quickly watch the video and then you will have a clear picture of what the app should be and what we're gonna do. Let's start and see what Hormozi is saying.
I want you to make a Google Sheet, really simple. And I want you to have the time slots from 5 a.m. to, midnight, whatever, however long you work, in 15-minute increments. And I want you to set a timer, easy timer, kitchen timer, like for cooking, for every 15 minutes. And every 15 minutes, I want you to, when it dings, I want you to write down what you did. One or two words. Doesn't take a lot. Now, as soon as I say that, people are like, oh my God, I don't have time for this. I will promise you, it will be the most productive week of your life because you will be aware of how you're spending your time. Every time I do this, I immediately think I should do this all the time, and I don't. So just do it. Just do it for the 1 week, okay?
So I guess you have a good understanding what we want to build. Secret number one is what I call the Solopreneur Stack. This is why you no longer need a dev team or millions in VC funding to create world-known software. The biggest lie we have been told is that you need to be a developer to build software. That was true in the past, but it's not true anymore. In fact, AI researchers are calling this new method vibe coding. It's communicating your vision and not writing code. Let me prove it to you. We're going to build live an application with Lovable right now. Okay, let's build this live. First, I'm taking the exact transcript from Alex Hormozi's video and feeding it to ChatGPT. I'm telling it to create a full blueprint and MVP for a time tracking app based on his idea, but with two key additions. The user needs to be able to set custom intervals for notifications, and crucially, they need to be able to log their activity using just their voice. As you can see, the AI instantly generates a complete product requirement documentation, or PRD. It's outlining the core features, the user flow, everything a developer would need. This is the blueprint we will use. Now for the magic, we are switching over to Lovable, the AI app builder we are using. I'm connecting it to my project and simply pasting in the entire blueprint that ChatGPT just created. No code, just the instructions. And we are just watching what's happening. The AI is now working, it's reading the blueprint, understanding the requirements, and starting to build the entire application from scratch. On the left, you can see creating the file structure, the components, the hooks, and on the right, it's writing hundreds of lines of code in second. This is basically the Solopreneur Stack in action. I'm the pilot, and the AI is my infinitely scalable dev team. And just like that, we have our first preview. It has already built a user interface based on a request. It's not perfect yet, but it's a real working front end. Now we refine. The first build is never perfect, and here it hits an error. This is completely normal, but instead of spending hours debugging, I just copy the error message and tell the AI, hey, fix it. I'm describing the problem in plain English, and it immediately understands and rewrites the code to solve the issue. And this is the new reality of development. Next, we'll add a gamification layer. I'm asking it to integrate a badge system with different milestones to keep users engaged, and I'm also telling it to make it the current time slot sticky, so it's always at the top of the screen. And the AI is now building the batch display, creating the logic for the daily streaks, and implementing the UI changes. It's even designing a color scheme and a layout based on the app's purpose. And here's the result. The app has now a full progress and batch section. It's showing the daily streak, the next goals, and all the batches the users can earn. We just built a complete gamification system in minutes. And now, finally, the most important piece, connecting the backend. I'm telling the AI to implement a full user authentication system using Supabase. This will allow users to sign up, log in, and save the data permanently, because right now everything is just mock data. The AI is writing the database schema, creating the login and sign up pages, and fixing another build error along the way. So this entire process, from a simple app idea in a video to a fully functional database connected SaaS app, would have taken a team of developers weeks and cost tens of thousands of dollars. And here is the final product. Welcome to Focus Flow. We have a beautiful landing page, a complete user authentication system, the main dashboard, and it's fully functional. I can log my activity, for example, having dinner, and it saves it directly to the timeline. I can even use voice input, which we have requested, and AI is making the translation from speech to text. And there you have it, a complete working AI-powered application built live from scratch in a matter of minutes. That is the power of the Solopreneur Stack. Of course, there are many other applications out there where you can build with AI. You basically go from idea to fully functional app, and that's insane. And that brings us to the third and final secret, the wealth flywheel. This is how you use AI to build real wealth, the Hormozi way. And let me actually show the math behind it and how it works, that you can build a multi-million-dollar company. And this is the part you don't get taught in school. This is the difference between earning an income and building real generational wealth. Let's say you build an AI app or a service. You get a customer that pays you $100 a month. That's great. That's $1,200 a year. For most businesses, that's where the thinking stops. They see the $1,200. But the wealthy see something entirely different. But here is also the magic. A software or recurring revenue business isn't valued on its profit. It's valued on a multiple of its annual revenue. Not profit, revenue. For a good SaaS business, that can be, for example, a 10x multiplier. Sometimes 12x, sometimes more or less, of course, depending on the business. But when you compare it to, for example, dropshipping business or e-commerce business, where you have normal physical products and so on, so in software, this multiplier is already way higher in comparison to other businesses you could do. So that one customer paying you $1,200 a year just added $12,000 to value of your company through that 10x multiplier. That's an asset. That's wealth on your balance sheet. Now let's say it costs you $900 in marketing to get you this one customer. Important, it's a permanent customer who stays with your business for a long time, not only a year. You spend $900 to create $12,000 of enterprise value, tax-free until you sell. And this is the game. This is the massive arbitrage between the cost to acquire a customer and the enterprise value that customers represent. It's the biggest financial opportunity available to us right now. And if you want to build a $12 million company, what you have to do? You don't need millions in profit, no. You need only thousands of these customers, which we are talking about. You spend $900,000 to acquire them, and you have built an asset worth of $12 million. And this is actually how multi-million-dollar or even billion-dollar companies are born from nothing. And as we learned in the beginning of this video, you can do that within a year. They build now $1 billion companies. And this isn't just about earning income, it's about building an engine, your flywheel. So we have covered a lot, and I promised you the blueprint for this new opportunity. You've seen the power of the Solopreneur Stack, how to find ideas with AI, and also the fastest path to building wealth with the wealth flywheel. But I can only show you so much in such a short video. And this is why I have created my flagship program, the AI's Entrepreneurs Operating System. First, you get the complete AI Entrepreneurs OS implementation program. This isn't just a course, it's my entire A to Z system to becoming the generalist pilot. Mindset, finding ideas, vibe coding, prompt engineering, building core features, marketing it, pricing it, everything. This is the full blueprint for implementation. But second, you won't be alone. You also get access to our weekly group or one-on-one coaching calls. This is where we work together with you, where I review your project, answer your questions live, and also bring in other successful and AI entrepreneurs to share what's working now. It's about accountability and shared momentum. And what happens when you hit a technical roadblock? I personally know how frustrating it can be to find a developer. You have to try maybe a dozen of them till you find one which you can work with. And this is why we have done this for you, as you also get a dedicated developer support. You can get access to our private ticket system where our technical team will help you solve these specific AI no-code issues for you. This is your personal safety net to ensure you never get stuck. And to make this an absolute no-brainer and to give you the fastest path to generating cash with these new skills, I'm including a massive bonus, the exact blueprint and the templates for how you can build a $10,000 a month AI agency fast. This is how you can basically kickstart your flywheel. You can generate cash to fund your own dreams. So if you are ready to build your own AI venture with support and help, I want to invite you to apply to work with us. You just have to click on the button below. You will get a simple application page and form which you have to fill out. There's no commitment into it. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to buy anything. It's an application to see if we can help you. And if it looks like you're a good fit for us, you can book a call with me or my teammate to map out your strategy. I can't wait to see what you're going to build. I say thank you for watching. I hope you take the most important lessons, and we're going to see us in dive deep further into building applications with AI and launching them.